What if I told you that the harder you chase what you want, the further it often moves away from you? Strange, isn't it? Most people spend their entire lives doing exactly the opposite. They worry more. They think more. They force more. They stress more, believing that constant effort, endless planning, and non-stop thinking will somehow bring them closer to their goals. But look around. How many people are exhausted? How many people spend sleepless nights overthinking their future? How many people constantly feel anxious about money, success, relationships, or the life they dream of creating? The truth is, most people are trying so hard to control everything that they end up losing control of themselves. And this is where Stoic philosophy reveals a secret that has transformed lives for thousands of years. A secret understood by Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and some of history's wisest thinkers. They believe that true power does not come from tension. It comes from calmness. Not from panic, but from peace. Not from forcing life to happen, but from becoming the kind of person who naturally attracts better outcomes. Think about it. Have you ever noticed that your best ideas often come when you're relaxed? Your clearest decisions happen when your mind is quiet, and the opportunities you desperately searched for sometimes appear the moment you stop obsessing over them? That's not an accident, because a calm mind sees what a stressed mind cannot. A peaceful mind notices opportunities that an anxious mind misses. And a relaxed person makes better decisions than someone trapped in fear and overthinking. In today's world, people have trained themselves to believe that stress is productive. That worrying means you care. That overthinking means you're preparing. But Stoicism teaches the exact opposite. It teaches that fear clouds judgment. Stress weakens action. And overthinking steals the present moment while promising a future it can never guarantee. In this video, you'll discover how Stoic philosophy can help you relax your mind, regain control over your thoughts, stop overthinking, and create the mental state that attracts success, abundance, confidence, inner peace, and a more fulfilling life. You'll learn why calmness is a superpower, why inner peace creates external results, how to stop fighting against life, and how to align your mind with the kind of future you truly desire. Because the greatest secret isn't learning how to control the world around you. The greatest secret is learning how to control the world within you. And once that happens, everything begins to change. So take a deep breath, clear your mind, and stay with me until the very end. Because the final lesson in this video may completely transform the way you think about manifestation, success, and the hidden power of a calm mind. So, let's begin. Secret 1. Let go of the outcome, the dichotomy of control. The first and most important secret is understanding what the Stoics called the dichotomy of control. The philosopher Epictetus taught that everything in life falls into two simple buckets, things you can control and things you can't. What's in your control? Your judgments, your intentions, your actions, and how you choose to respond. What's outside of your control? Pretty much everything else. What other people think, the economy, the weather, and, most importantly, the final outcome of your efforts. We're all taught to obsess over the outcome. Did I get the job? Do they like me? Did I win? We tie our happiness to these external things, and when we do that, we give away our peace and our power. This obsession is the root of so much anxiety. As Seneca said, we often suffer more in imagination than in reality, tormenting ourselves with futures that haven't even happened. Stoic manifestation starts with a radical shift in focus. Instead of aiming to win the match, your goal becomes to play your best match. The first is external and never fully up to you. The second is internal and completely within your power. Think of an archer. The archer can control their training, their breathing, their form, and the exact moment they let the arrow fly. But they can't control a sudden gust of wind. A Stoic archer judges their success not on whether the arrow hits the bullseye, but on the quality of their shot. This doesn't mean you shouldn't want to succeed. It's about realizing that true strength comes from focusing your energy on what you can actually do. When you pour everything into your actions and gracefully accept whatever outcome follows, anxiety just melts away. You free yourself from the emotional roller coaster and get back all that mental energy for the only thing that truly matters, the task right in front of you. This isn't indifference, it's the source of incredible focus and resilience. Secret 2: take aligned action, not desperate action. Once you let go of the outcome, the way you act completely changes. You stop acting out of desperation and start acting from a place of alignment. Desperate action feels frantic and needy because it's born from fear. It's constantly checking your phone, overanalyzing every little interaction, and feeling like you have to make things happen. That kind of energy tends to repel opportunities because it's rooted in a lack of trust in yourself and the process. Aligned action, on the other hand, is calm, deliberate, and purposeful. It's what naturally happens when your mind is focused on doing its part. The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, while running an entire empire, wrote to himself, "Concentrate every minute like a Roman on doing what's in front of you with precise and genuine seriousness, tenderly, willingly, with justice, and on freeing yourself from all other distractions." That's aligned action. It's about bringing your full presence and excellence to whatever you're doing, whether it's writing an email, having a tough conversation, or working out. The Stoics believed that virtue, acting with reason and integrity, was the ultimate goal. So it's not just about doing things, but about doing them well. Seneca put it this way: if one does not know to which port one is sailing, no wind is favorable. Manifestation needs a clear direction, sure, but it demands that you focus on rowing correctly, right here and now. Desperate action tries to control the wind and the tides, which is exhausting and never works. Aligned action focuses on mastering the art of sailing your own ship. When you act with alignment, you build this powerful momentum. Each task done well becomes proof of your character and your capability. You start to trust yourself more because you know you're giving your best, regardless of any reward. This creates a calm, confident inner state that is magnetic. Opportunities aren't desperately chased, they're naturally attracted to the person who is prepared, focused, and acting with integrity. You're no longer trying to force doors open. You're becoming the person for whom doors open automatically. Secret 3: trust the process, amor fati. This third secret is maybe the most liberating of all, amor fati. It's a Latin phrase that means a love of your fate. This isn't about passively giving up and accepting whatever happens. It's an active, enthusiastic embrace of reality, trusting that the entire process of life, the good and the bad, is fuel for your journey. How much of our lives do we waste fighting reality? We complain about setbacks, get angry about unexpected problems, and lose hope when things don't go according to our perfect plan. To a Stoic, that's just madness. It's like a sculptor getting mad at the marble for being hard. The hardness is what makes carving a statue possible. Marcus Aurelius said it perfectly: the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. That is the heart of amor fati. That obstacle you're facing? It's not a roadblock, it's your path. That rejection? It's not a failure, it's a redirection. That delay? It's not a punishment, it's preparation. When you practice amor fati, you stop seeing the universe as something to be conquered and start seeing it as a partner in your growth. You begin to trust that even when you can't see the full picture, events are conspiring to shape you into the person you need to be to handle your goals. This trust completely silences the "what if it doesn't work out" voice in your head. A mind that trusts the process doesn't waste time on worry. It stays calm and clear, ready to adapt to whatever comes. This is a genuine superpower in a world where most people get thrown into chaos by the smallest surprise. While everyone else is panicking, you're learning. While they're complaining, you're growing stronger. To get what you want, you have to be able to handle the journey, and that journey is never a straight line. It's going to be filled with challenges designed to test and teach you. By loving your fate, you embrace the whole thing. You find peace not because you have no problems, but in your ability to use every single problem as a stepping stone. Secret 4: build an unshakable inner citadel. The final secret ties all the others together. The Stoics believed your most important job is to build your own mind into what they called an inner citadel. It's a mental fortress of reason, peace, and self-control that no external event can ever break into. Someone with a weak inner citadel gets knocked over by everything. A little criticism sends them into a spiral of self-doubt. A small setback makes them want to quit. Their inner world is a mess, so their actions are inconsistent and ineffective. They can't create the life they want because they don't have the mental stability to follow through. Building your inner citadel is a daily practice. It's about choosing your response instead of just reacting. It's taking that 1-second pause to breathe before you reply in anger. It's curating what you watch and read, filtering out the noise and focusing on what makes you stronger. Marcus Aurelius did this with his daily journaling, what we now know as the book Meditations, which was really just a series of personal notes on how to strengthen his own inner citadel. This practice of self-mastery is the engine of manifestation. A calm, disciplined mind can focus for hours. It makes smart decisions under pressure. It stays consistent even when motivation is low. It doesn't get distracted by drama or gossip. It is, in a word, powerful. Your inner world creates your outer world. If your mind is a sanctuary of calm and order, your actions will show it. You'll move through life with a quiet confidence that people can feel. This isn't arrogance. It's the deep, unshakable self-assurance that comes from knowing you are the master of your own mind. You've built a place of peace inside yourself, and from that place of peace, you can create anything you want in the world. True manifestation isn't about bending the world to your will, it's about building a will so strong and serene that the world naturally aligns with it. The Stoics taught a timeless truth: the power to create the life you want doesn't come from more hustle or more stress. It comes from the exact opposite. It comes from a mind that is relaxed, focused, and in control of itself. By letting go of outcomes, taking aligned action, trusting the process, and building your inner citadel, you stop fighting the current of life and start using it. You trade anxiety for focus, desperation for confidence, and resistance for resilience. You learn that the calmest mind is the most effective mind. This is the real secret to manifesting. It's not about getting what you want through struggle, but achieving it through peace. If you found this guide helpful, you'll love our video on the 7 Stoic Steps to Calm Anxiety, which has more practical exercises for building that inner citadel. Click the video on your screen to continue your journey. And if you want to join a community that's all about using ancient wisdom for modern life, don't forget to subscribe.